Hi, kids. I decided that I would go ahead and create a video that is an example of what you should be creating for me and turning it in by Friday. These videos will be shared with your parents, just so you know, in lieu of parent-teacher conferences or to prepare for parent-teacher conferences, whatever your parents would like. So as you can see, I added a social emotional learning page to my Google Sites, which you guys should have on your Google Sites for your digital portfolio. The first thing I did, as per the rubric, which I should have pulled up, but I don't have pulled up, is I am defining what is social emotional learning in my own words. And I could pull this great picture from the school district website of Kariana talking to Mrs. Stating because I thought that was a good example of a tight teacher-student relationship and what social emotional learning was all about. So thank you, Kariana. I will take it down if you don't like it. So I've defined social emotional learning, and then I talk about zones of regulation and sources of strength and habits of mind, and I hyperlink those resources so that people can find them if they need to, which is a good practice for you guys on your sites or digital portfolios. I also included the student language SEL rubric that we came up with because that was a pretty cool thing, and it's kind of a big deal that the district is using it. And it also explains what SEL is and how we assess ourselves on that. Then I go on, as per the rubric, and I talk about the zones of regulation. So I describe what they are in my own words. I've hyperlinked the resource to the main zones page. And then I have each of the zones here, images of them, and you can use images either from the site. These are common images, or you can use images of your own self, actually would be very interesting. And then I describe how I manage each of these zones, what I do when I'm in these zones down below. I also have the next thing as per the rubric, sources of strength. And I've hyperlinked that resource and I describe what it is in my own words. And then I have each of the wedges, which is my expectation that you guys are going to be doing this as well. Each of the wedges here, and I talk about what I do for each of these things, like how I satisfy these requirements in my life. Very specifically, as you can see, there's like basically a paragraph below each of these wedges speaking about what I do in my life that satisfies these needs. Then, as per the rubric, I have dealt with social isolation, disappointment, setting goals, and self-motivation. And you guys saw that in the Zoom that we had, how I was adding these sections to my digital portfolio, or my Google Sites in this case. And you can see that below there, I have a couple paragraphs for each one describing what I do and how I manage these things. With very specific actions and very specific ideas here. So I have used this screencast to show you what my page looks like and show you how I've entered all this information in. And my expectation is you're going to use your video to describe each of these things. So you might not necessarily read these things out word for word, but you're going to say, healthy activities. My healthy activities are video games and exercising and doing yoga and meditation and crafting and writing. And you're going to explain that on your video. So please make sure that you're working on that. This is a big assignment for all of your classes, and this is part of parent-teacher conferences for this quarter. These reflection assignment videos will continue to keep building on each other, and they're not going to go away a quarter for the next year. There will be 2 or 3 more of these before the end of the year. So make sure that you're keeping up on them and you're working on them. Guys, have a good day, and I will see you in Zoom tomorrow.